no difference what you're going through. You're gonna make it. God's gonna see you through. Hold your head up. Put a smile on your face. This is another chapter. He's gonna for your blessing. For your miracle.
First the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. It's on, y'all. It's on. Today, broadcast, God's going to have a blessing. He has one for you. This is something that's been in my spirit, in my repertoire, since I was 10, 11 years old. Today, I'm going to base a book around this. I want to be able to go on tour and explain this to individuals around the globe, especially in America. I will go into the churches, the schools, the colleges. I'm going to give you as much as I can give you. Of course, there's going to be a lot more around it, but I'm going to give you the simple principles. There's 5 of them, 5 simple principles to international marketing, period. It's going to help you to share it with others, especially the youth, and let's get our country moving. In another way, we talked about the gross national product. And just to have this opportunity to share this, it just makes my heart feel so warm. So get your pens, get your paper. Understand that today is going to be the day that your mindset is going to be different. It's going to change. It's going to change the way you look at the markets and what the market is going to do. And now I know y'all heard me talk about this before, the 5 principles, but without further ado, I'm going to kick it. I'm going to kick it in a way that you can really understand it, but I'm going to break it down too as well, okay? Okay, here we go. One of the first questions that I ask an individual, I always ask, do you know what you're going to need, and what's the one thing that you're ever going to need to move your product or your service into your community and around the globe? And in most cases, when I'm talking about global, your world is where you live. That's a global market. That means you're dealing with all types of international people, and we get a very nervous when we deal with foreigners, right? But we're all foreigners, right? I mean, approaching someone that's from a different culture should be very much simple. And how do we make it more simple to navigate into a world that we're already in, right? So we're gonna start a world. You'll never. Some people will never travel the world once they get this international information. So there it is. So if you know you're not going to travel, how are you going to do your business service and be able to attract other nationalities, right? Well, again, what is the one thing that you're going to need, that everybody needs, if you plan on moving your product and your service around the globe? Is a brand. That's it, y'all. Branding. See, the answer that I get in most cases is always advertising or something along that line, right? Network. You need a network. You know, and all that stuff comes from a brand. So if I offered my market these two items, now, one of these has a brand on it, and the other one doesn't. Now, which one you feel that people are going to buy the quickest? The one with the brand on it. But the deal is, what is the number one brand on the planet? That's the key to this whole thing. Your brand is you. You're the brand. How many times you might have been in business and, or not, or you just as a customer, and a person comes up on you and speaks to you, and you didn't want that. You didn't even care what they had. You just right away you just cut them off. Well, that's because you being the brand, you're the one bringing a product. At that point, you're a brand bringing the product to the customer. And let's say you had, I don't know, because that's not really doesn't matter really. If you, let's say you had locks in your hair, and you had jeans on with holes in it, and your shoes are messed up, and you look kind of grimy. What's the first image that someone sees? They have to make a decision, and most people do make a decision on appearance first. Then, if you open your mouth, then they make another decision on what you're saying. So here we go. The brand dictates the sale. Okay? That is so pertinent in every aspect of business. And people will tell you, how many times you heard this? They're not buying the product, they're buying you. How many times you heard that? Many times. People, let me tell you something. If I spray the product like this, one of the first things people are going to be they're going to be excited about the product, right? Now the brand's got to kick in on a whole nother level. You the brand. You got to bring that brand. You got to close the deal. This is the deal. That a person that asks you how much something costs is 90% 90 now or higher sold already. They already know that they like it and want it. Now, the thing is, how is the brand gonna react? The numbers, is the numbers right? And how you close the deal. So that all of that is the brand. All of it. Now, the next, that's number one. Number two, what are you gonna need to move your brand, which is you, and your product, which now is another brand? How are you going to move that product or service around your community and around the globe? The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is marketing. Marketing, and see, I know what most other people are saying. I hear this answer all the time. They say advertising again, right? But let me assure you and then reassure you that there's a difference between marketing and advertising. In most cases, advertising does what? It costs to put out a flyer, to get this flyer done. This is advertising. This is a cost attached to this. But if I begin to talk to you about my products and service, that's marketing. It don't cost me nothing. It costs me a little time. That's the cheapest form of advertising, word of mouth, right? So if I'm using my mouth to push my product or service, that's marketing. How much does it cost to advertise on Facebook? Free.
It costs something now.
Well, it costs something to do some.
For them to promote.
Right, it costs them, but how much does it cost you? How much does it cost you to do Twitter? How much does it cost you to do Instagram? Free. So that's all marketing. That ain't advertising. Isn't that reassuring? Doesn't that make you feel good to know that you can move your product or service in different ways that doesn't cost you a dime? That's why marketing is very, very important. And then if you do use advertising, you still got to use your marketing skills. This flyer didn't just reappear. Somebody had to put it together, right? Somebody had to put the marketing on the card, right? So that it can be advertised. You gotta get it out there. Now, that takes us to number 3. In most cases, and I mean most cases, you are selling a product or service that's already on the market. And you haven't done anything spectacular. This lady right here does nails. Who else does nails? A whole lot of other people do nails. How many other people sell burning oils and body oils and lotions? A lot of people. So what makes my product different from your product? Now let's say we both have the same product. I mean, I got it. We're both set up on the street together, or we're both in the store together. We both have the same product. Whatever's in the bottle is the same. I have different labels. different labels, right? Same exact smells, everything. Same bottles, same sprayers, same everything except the labels. Now what's gonna make people buy my product over your product? Or we're gonna buy your product over my product?
The market relationship.
Psychology. Psychology. I'm telling, I gotta use my brain to connect with your brain to tell you that this product is, my product is so much superior than his product and her product. It's the same product. You can go smell my competitors, come over and smell mine. He said, well, it smells the same. Ma'am, let me tell you something. My product, just because it smells the same, my product lasts longer and it makes your whole house smell good. And then once it gets into your walls, into the curtains and everything, you'll see mine's so much more superior than that other product right there. It's all psychology in the way I paint it. It's it gets down to another word with the psychology is belief systems. What did I get? What am I going to get my customers to believe? And that's where the rubber meets the road. I'm going to convince you, I have to convince you through my psychology, through the words that are coming out of my mouth, that my product is more superior than that product. It is absolutely the same. Okay, let's get there. Beans. Bean company make beans for how many companies? They make, well, many beans. Bean companies out there. You go to Public Beans, Kroger's got beans, P&S got beans, the grocery store got beans, but they're all made from the same bean company. They just got their own brand on it. So what does a company have to do to say, man, this is the best beans around? That's when the psychology comes in. They run these commercials, and that's where commercialism kicks in. I'm telling you, we Campbell's, we got the best beans in town. Ain't nobody else. You try the rest, they'll try the best. It's all psychology. You said, man, they got the best beans in town. Can't nobody beat them beans. Now, that's number 3. We got that out of the way. Hopefully you understand that is the psychology that drives the customer to buy your product over somebody else's. Simple enough? Now, what has to happen, number 4? What has to happen that I can teach someone, a 5-year-older? I'm talking about 5-year-old, because we do have a 5-year-older purchasing our product and selling our product, and that little boy is killing them. What is it that little boy, has to happen for that little boy? He did 1, Brandon. Number 2, teach him some marketing. Number 3, the psychology of it now, because he's using his brain for being a 5-year-older to get people to buy. It's right, phenomenal. He's going around telling people, oh, this is my business. This is my company. So he's using words and stuff to make people say, man, let me buy from this little kid, right? So what is it that I have to teach that 5-year-older to make sure they'll be able to teach another 5-year-older, even a 55-year-older? Number 4, simplicity. It's got to be so easy a 5-year-older can understand it. So if you're trying to move a product or service, and it's so easy, fast, and simple, They like words like that. Easy, fast, simple. Easy, fast, simple. Simple. The more simple, the better. You gotta understand the word simplicity. Simplicity drives the mindset. Simplicity drives the mindset. It's rare and almost never that you're ever going to find somebody that ever get up in the morning, then look, start saying, I'm going to find the most hardest, most complicated way to do something. From most people want to get from A to Z like that. All people, in the most, it's rare that you find somebody that says, you know what, I'm gonna make this so complicated that it take me all day to do. Or they do, most people say, how fast can I get this? How simple can I make it? And that's the way that works. Simplicity drives the mindset. It makes you want to do it. Number 5, it makes you want to do it over and over again. It's called duplication. Simplicity drives duplication. This is why when you make a sale, when you teach a youth, especially the youth, especially a 5-year-old, once they made a sale and they collected their $5, they will automatically, what do they want to do? They want to do it again. Right, McKen? It's going to happen to you too. So, now that we know that you have to have a brand, you have to do some marketing, must use your brain psychology. You got to make it real simple for people to understand it so it can drive duplication. This is the 5 principles to international marketing. The faster we teach our youth how to move their products and services on another level, this is why I'm going into another segment now where when you start getting into fundraising, to me is not the best really deal going, but it's the economic development is what changes. This is why we call it grassroots economics. Because when you deal with grassroots economics, everybody wins. Tell me, let's get into it. When you're dealing with fundraisers and you're raising this money, into these fundraisers, you're raising this money. Alex, I'm on the air. I'm on the air, big brother. Come on, I'll see you in a few. I'll see you in a few. All right, baby. Now, you have these fundraisers. Let's say church, I'm sorry, I'm just using church. Let's say a church, a group, any group, is having a fundraiser. The youth goes and they part of the fundraiser. Fish fry, bake sale, bingo, anything doing fundraising. The youth are involved. They're out there doing their thing, helping raise the money. Now, does the child get any of that money? Was there a lesson anywhere in that fundraiser that says this is how you do effective fundraiser so that you can get paid? No. The child never gets paid. The parents never get paid. It always goes to the school, the organization, the church. They get the money. How about, let's go to it again. How about fundraisers for football and for sports teams? How do they normally do fundraisers?
They go door to door.
They had the light. They over at the corner, got kids on every corner, and they send the kid into the traffic, right? And they say, can you give me, put some money into my helmet? And, right? That's normally how it goes, right?
Or you go to the grocery store.
Huh?
The grocery.
In front of the grocery stores. Here. Let me tell you that type of, what happens with that type of fundraisers. It breeds our children to be beggars. That's all it does. It breeds beggars. That's it. Let me tell you something, and I mark my words. A lot of the bums that you see that's out there asking for money on the corners and stuff, that's where they came from. You got some children that they don't use their brain as much or whatever, they're not being taught this the right way or whatever. They grow up doing the same thing, they go into the ground. There are panhandlers that are young, and they use that system. I've seen it with my own eyes. I came up on a so-called, fundraiser with the hat thing, or the little buckets and stuff, and they asked for money, and I said, where is the adult at? Where's the adult that's leading it? Oh, they're not here. They're collecting money for themselves. They're out there panhandling. Because guess what? We taught our children to be panhandlers. I never liked that system. Even when they had me out there when I was a kid playing sports. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like it. Because it's just like, and I felt it even when I was a kid. I said, I feel like I'm begging people to give me money. Please, can you give me $1? Invest? So, when you get into, we use the word fundraisers and stuff too, but also I use the words looking for high school and college distributors. I'm looking for distributors, people that want to learn the 5 principles of international marketing, the schools, the churches, these programs, the colleges. I want to be able to teach my constituents to be able to do exactly what I do, to teach systems so that our children will grow up with at least a sense of belonging, to the market of making money, being an entrepreneur. Most children, believe me when I tell you, if you teach them when they're young, they will grow up with that same mentality, that mindset that said, I can make it on my own. I have a young man up in, I think he's in Indianapolis, no. He's in Michigan. His name is Aristotle. And he has four boys. I said, and I taught him this system over the weekend. And I said, what do you think is going to happen when your 4 boys learn this system? And when they go out to take your business card, with your business card, it says, distributors wanted, high school, college, right? That's like me coming up to your school with my flyers, and I'm spraying. Excuse me, can I get your opinion on this smell? How many people you think are walking around, you can see a young dude Sway, can I get your opinion on this smell? Oh, that smells good. Yeah, we're looking, you know anybody that needs some extra cash? We're looking for distributors. No, we own the company. We're just looking for people that want to make money and be distributors for our company. How many people are going to react to that? And they said, well, somebody said, well, you know, if you're part of a church group or sports group or anything like that, they have youth, you know anybody that has youth and really want to make some money, this is what we do. How many people you think we're going to get to gravitate towards that? How many, if this is a nail salon, so if she was in a busy place when people were moving, she sprayed the car and said, can I get your opinion on this? Can I get your opinion on this? Can I get your opinion on this? Can I get your opinion? And she passed out cars. What do you think's going to happen? They're going to be calling. They're going to say, do you have this product? How much is it? See, it becomes, there's one thing is to make money, but then there's another thing called the art of making money. And so when you learn the art, the principle, see, when you're dealing with selling, that's technique. You got to find techniques to sell, but recruiting is an art. If you're not recruiting in your business, you're actually, okay, if you recruit in your business, your sales will go up naturally. Most people are so stuck on selling and not recruiting. If you begin to recruit your customers, that's where everything begins to grow. And the more you teach your constituents how to do it, the more you're going to grow. Watch this. What is one of the best markets on the planet today in terms of people? The youth. Recruiting the youth, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23. These are youth. To recruit them, to teach them how to recruit. What do you think is going to happen to them in the near future? These are my future customers. So if I nurture young folks that are already in the workforce, who needs money more than a young person coming up? You need money again? How bad do you need? You don't need it that bad, huh? You don't need it that bad, huh? Why you don't need it that bad? Because somebody help paying your way through something. But this is the deal about that situation. When you have children that are dependent on you, that means they're less dependent on themselves. You're breeding again. A group of kids that are going and they're begging. If you teach them how to make some money, the chances of them getting out on their own, a cleaner break from you, is so much better. It's a clean break. Any youth that's young that has the ability to lean on you for their income is bad. You got to get those kids free, because once I train a youth to develop their own business and their own mindset of business, they begin to make more money and they become more loyal to that entity that taught them those systems. Natural phenomenon, everybody. I'm going to open up the lines, 404-286-6700. If you want to chime in and dialogue with a brother, I want to ask me some questions. Maybe I missed a few points. and this will add to the book. Am I doing the right thing? Creating wealth builders instead of welfare builders. We're going for the wealth, not the welfare. From welfare to welfare. How would you like that? To know that your children that have a welfare mentality and now have a welfare mentality. Open up the lines, 404-286-6700, 404-286-6700. Now, I'm going right into the church, my church. I'm going to put in my proposal. So I ran it by a couple of the parishioners yesterday. They were like, I said, I'm gonna start a new ministry here. They said, what kind of ministry? Grassroots economics. Well, you know, they have a ministry that does something like there. Oh, really? So you're telling me they have a ministry that right in this church right now that teaches grassroots economics, that teach wealth building, that the children are making money and they're paying their tithes. Oh no, that ain't happening. No, we don't have nothing like that here. How many schools, colleges are teaching the art of making money? They're teaching their children to be debt-free, teaching them sales techniques and teaching them recruiting tactics. How many kids are actually going to school and they're making money, they're making cash money? What schools are teaching kids right now that got products and services and got their kids on a thing of making cash money? Shake that for me. Huh? I challenge anybody out there, anybody to tell me there's something like that going on where the youth are being impacted. Because what? You know what? If I believe that was really going on, I would know about that by now. You would know that by now. How many entities out there? How many churches doing that? Now I got them teaching computer skills and go about how to be a nurse. What'd you go to school for again?
Education.
Education. To teach.
Mm-hmm.
What age group?
Early childhood.
Early childhood. You believe that a lot of early childhood teachers are teaching economics to their kids? What do you think will happen if part of your curriculum was teaching the 5 principles of international marketing and teaching them how to take products and service, and at a young age, what's early childhood?
Like K through 3rd grade.
Third grade. How old is a 3rd grade kid right now?
10, 9, 9, 10.
Oh, really? A 3rd grade is about 8 or 9. Okay. How many, when you was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, did you want money? Did you you knew what money was, right? But you knew what money could do, right?
Yes.
And the kids still wish they had some money. If you said, would you like to make some extra money for you have money for your own good, your own money, would you want some?
Yes.
Average kid gonna do that. How do I know that? Because I got a 5-year-old. That boy, when he heard that he could make some money, he was excited. Do yourself a favor. I promise you. Test it with any kids in your family, around your friends, and they give them permission. Can I ask your child a question? They'll be 5, 6 years old. And said, hey, little David, you want some extra money? Would you like to make you some money? What do you think a 5-year-old gonna say?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to make some money. Well, you ready to learn? Yeah, I'm ready to learn. I love it. This is why I propose to to President Obama. If anybody know President Obama, I would love to meet him and meet with his staff. And I would love to let them know I believe that grassroots economics need to be in every school grade in America. We need to make it mandatory that our children at least take a course in every age, first grade, second grade, third grade. Every time they go to another grade, they got to take a class. Or a course. That'd be a class. They got to take a course that's part of their curriculum is to learn economics. What would that happen to America then? What would happen to America, ladies and gentlemen, then? We will have a future entrepreneurs out of this world. At an early age, we have our children wanting. Now, is every kid going to want to have their own business? Nah. We got too many people that want to be educators. We got too many people that want to be engineers, military. But they smart when it comes to their money, though. Anytime they want to start a business, it's already theirs. Their mindset. 404-286-6700. Don't wait too late. Chime in. I'm loving this. I want to, again, let you know that this lesson today, we're going to push it through our social mediums. We're going to write a book on this. I want this to be part of an audio book. If I have to do it all again, but this, we're going to write it. This is going to be the premise of my first book. And I don't even want to tell you, but the other books are going to be off the chain too. We start talking about from being a drug addict to being a president of a company, CMO and CEO of a company. That I want to show the world that if you are a drugs, alcoholic, strung out, that there's hope. Just listen to my book, CD, audio, or be glad to read it and let you know that your circumstances does not dictate who you're going to be in the future. Because God, my friends, will make a way out of no way. I had people say I wasn't going to be S-H-I-T. That wasn't going to be nothing. Family members. Now these family members don't even want to be around me. Now I made it this far, they're like, I don't want to help. I don't want to get in business with you. I don't want to do nothing with you. But these are people who always had bad intent for me. Because I'm not a drug addict anymore. I'm not an alcoholic anymore. And I'm not the person I used to be. I don't fit in the same mold as some of my family members. So what do? They talk about me. How sweet, huh? So there's that. So I grew up on the premise that if you stop talking about me, there's a problem. But as long as you talk about me, I'm in there. I'm in the game. I'm in the game. Because when you don't care about somebody, do you talk about them? Do you? I mean, do you like bring them up all the time? No. So that made me, every time I said, your family talk about you like this, your family. And I said, now I must be worth talking about. Am I right? I must be worth it. But can you believe that? If you're talking about me all the time, am I worth it? I must have some value.
Yes.
Because if you didn't like me, you really didn't like me, would you talk about me?
No.
For what? You're not going to keep bringing me up in your little eye. You know, Sir Markadoo, Sir Markadoo, You say, why you keep talking about Sir Markadoo? I thought you didn't like him. That's like an ex-wife talking about me, right? Why you keep thinking about me talking about me? Why you still got all these bad things to say about me? Because you're avoiding the good. You don't want to talk about the good stuff. That's why you keep talking about the bad stuff. Right? Because you're avoiding talking about the good stuff. So when people talk about other people, you know what I ask them? And I tell them to talk about, I say, is there anything good you can say about them? You mean to tell me it's all bad? Well, no, there's some good stuff too. Why don't you never talk about the good stuff? It shuts them down. It shuts them down. Shut them down. See, I don't like people to talk about, especially when the person's not there.
Mm-hmm.
I said, would you talk about them like that if they were standing here?
No.
Shut them down. See, I know the people, I know the family members that talk about me. Right? I know they talk about me. Because the people tell my family tell me about it. They'll come and say, man, they know what they talk about. So when I get around them, do they talk about me? When I'm there? No, shut them down. And I get right in their face. I make sure I get right up real close to them. And I'm listening. I'm listening. Shut them down. That's how it works in the real world. In my world. In my real world. Because the people that are talking about me positive, you think they're saying much things about negative about me?
Yes.
I mean, I'm saying, they're really talking a lot of good stuff about
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Good stuff, man, that's Sir Martin, the great things he doing, the great things. You think they sit back and talk about me negative too?
No.
This is why we have to nurture our children to be entrepreneurs. At least give them the gradual economics. Just give them the information so they can be able to function. The lines are open, 404-286-6700. Boy, this is a listening crowd today, boy. Where's my homies at? 404-286-6700. But shit, I could talk for a whole hour, so it don't matter to me. I love it and want more of it. You know, matter of fact, okay, since y'all just listen, this is what I want to do. I want to talk about some products then. You get a whole box of posters for only $10. So 10 cents. Aristotle.
Sir Markadoo, good morning.
Good morning to you, brother.
All right. I was just calling this morning to see if I need to place an order with you or should I call back? Place one.
Nah, you can place it with me, Aristotle. Hey, Aristotle, do me a favor. Call my... Oh, you are... Mark, can you take the transfer off, please? Thank you. Aristotle, I was talking about you on my broadcast this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Sure was. You was one of the topics. Mark is getting ready to take the transfer off. I want you to call in because I want you to... I want to talk about what we talked about. I got a couple of minutes. I got about 10 minutes. And I want to talk about what we talked about Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, give me, about 2 minutes, Mark? Huh? Come on, call me in now. Call the office.
You say call now? I can't call right now. If you give me like 10 minutes, I'm at the bank right now. If you give me like 10 minutes,
I'll be off the air by then. Can you step off? Can you step off to the side for a minute?
Well, let you right here.
Okay.
Can you give me about like 5 minutes?
Yeah, call in if you like. You got 5 minutes.
Okay, all right.
All right, peace. So, get you some posters. This is one of the... Matter of fact, this brother just right here, Aristotle, mentioned he's getting ready to buy some of these. And I told him, I said, how many people you think going to be in Michigan going to be selling President Obama posters while you sell the oils? He said, nobody. That's why I'm getting it. He said, I'm going to get some of those $10 things, right? Still got some of these left. Still got some Mike left, Michael Jackson. So come on, get you some posters. Now, if you're walking, I'll let you do a assorted. 25 of these, 25 of those, 25, 25. If you're walking, because it's easier to do. Everything's boxed up, except the stuff that's on the display out here. So, oh, here we go. Don't forget to get your displays. Go and get your artwork done. Make sure you get in touch with Trudy. Let me see if I can get Trudy. Trudy might call in, but you gotta get Trudy. Get in touch with Trudy Prather. Now Trudy help you with your artwork. Yes, indeed. Here goes Trudy's number, 678-651-7626. 678-651-7626. Call Trudy. Tell her to start working on your artwork. She does. She'll do you simple artwork for $25. But if you don't have the logos and all that stuff, it goes up to about $50. And she'll take real good care of you. She'll show you the path. That's the beautiful part about her. She nurtures you through it. If you're not doing anything, go on live stream. When you get back on live stream, she was doing the show with me Saturday. Looked like she's gonna be. We call her show Tech Talk with Trudy, and she gonna show you. She's patient. I got a brother named Quincy that comes in here. Oh my God. She's so patient because he's going to be one of our best, I think one of our better associates. I mean, everything got to be just right, blah, blah, blah. And it cost him some money to get it done. But he said, I just want to get it done right. So that's his stick, right? Now, don't forget, toilet paper, that's it. It's almost gone. You get a case for $18. What I'm going to do now, you hear the sound of my voice, you can get 10 cases for $16. It was 10 cases for $17, but I'll give you 10 cases for $16. No questions asked. Come on in and get it. Don't forget about laundry detergent. You can get one at $30. You walk in, one at $30. You get four for $100. If you buy four for $100, I'll give you one free. So it's $5 for $100, $20. We need distributors, right? Body oils, 30 in a pack. Walk-ins, 30 in a pack. $1 each is $30 for 30. I'm sleeping on that one. Okay? But the ship out is $1.50 a pack, so it's $45 a pack for 30. You get one of these, one pack of this, Egyptian muds, one pack of, okay? You can mix that up a little bit, right? Don't forget our burners. Get your oil, electric oil burners, get them in. This is how you get it in like Flynn, get it in. These are selling for $72 a dozen. If you hear my voice, you're watching my program, guess what? I do it for $60 a dozen. We doing it. Don't forget your spray pans. Get your spray pans. They're refillable. Twist the cap off. They're refillable. Refill it. This is going to help you sell your $5 bottles a lot quicker. And you get the spray them, especially women. Look at that spray. Pow. They put it right on your shirt. Put your brand on it, put a label on it. Don't forget your lotion. This luxurious lotion, nice and thick and creamy. You put your fragrance in there. You can sell it right on the spot, ladies and gentlemen. You got your little booth, flea market, you set up on the street somewhere. Going to the church event, they let you set up somewhere. You at the school, you got some fragrance out there. You ask them which one they want, the flavor they want. Take half the roll-on, pour it in there, shake it up, get it around the bottle. You swirl it around the bottle, get in there, pump that lotion in there, shake it up real good, and you got you some wonderful fragrances. And they'll buy it on the spot for anywhere between $10 and $15. I got a big special right now going on with ship outs, even walk-ins. You know, you're talking 100 at $1.50 a piece. 100 air fresheners, $1.50 a piece. All you gotta do, if it's chronic killer, you have to worry about the label. Boom. All you gotta do is buy your label. Buy your label. Come on in, brother. Buy your label, and boom, you put your own label on it, private labeling. This is the way to go. Now don't forget, you want to share this broadcast like you never shared anything before. Once we start getting into this international marketing, the 5 principles, and how you take your business to the whole next level. The whole next level, you gotta, come on in, beloved. This is a broadcast, not a show, so it's all good in the neighborhood. You get ready, say your name again.
Gary Tavares.
That's right, you're the book. You got a book.
And I also have a wellness.
There we go. Gary Tavares is going to be on about 9:30. And we'll do a pre-interview with him. And so make sure you log on. I'm doing interviews daily. I think I've got about 5 interviews to do today. So you're going to get 5 emails today. If the listening on our constituents, we want you to share your information with these brothers and sisters. Get their information out so we can network and build our businesses bigger. And this is the way to do is, you know, sharing information has to become something that's first class, right? You know, a lot of people will say it's second nature. You want sharing and caring, you want to be first nature. You want it to be the first thing we do. You want to say, I know somebody that does that. I know somebody that does that. I know somebody that does that. Because the more you do it and you share and you let people know that you're sending them people, the more you watch, your income is going to go up. Because they'll remember you. So make sure you share. Make sure you get people to follow. And give me a comment and let me know how I was doing. Get ready for the book, because it's coming out soon, okay? God bless you. Have a great day. See you in about 30 minutes. God bless you and your family. Peace and love.